What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the WWE Elite Greatest Hits Collector's Edition, The Rock. I don't know what wave this is a part of. I believe it's Greatest Hits Series 13. It might be Series 14, but I know it's around there. I believe Series 12 was the one with the Elite 127 John Cena. So this is either Series 13 or 14. But either way, a really nice looking Rock. This is going to be a re-release of the WrestleMania 39 Rock figure, which is one that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a while. I know, when it first came out, it was kind of cheap. It was like 15 bucks. I didn't pick it up then. And recently, I was looking for a flashback Rock. And I was going to pick up the new Monday Night Wars, but that wasn't in a wrestling attire. And then I was checking for his Ultimates, and those were super overpriced. So I was like, whatever. I'll wait for the next flashback Rock that they make. And here we have the greatest hits. And this looks awesome. I really like the look of the attire. I know you can't really see it, but you get the Team Bringer shirt, the awesome head scan. I think the only thing that would make this figure better is if he had like the joggers, but still a really nice looking Rock figure. It is just an Elite, it's not an Ultimate, so still really nice Rock. You still get a good amount of accessories. Before the packaging, you'll see the figure right there, W logo on the bottom, an image of the Rock right there. It says the Rock. Get the Greatest Hits logo and the Elite Collection logo up top. On the side, you'll see the same image of the Rock with the Elite Greatest Hits logo towards the bottom. On the side, you can get an image of The Rock in the ring. A description you can pause if you need to read. His career highlights, where he's from, height, weight, and finisher. And the other figures in the set. They had the entire set except for Rhea Ripley. I do already have the Logan Paul, the original, not the re-release. And that CM Punk does look pretty cool. I might pick it up if it's on sale because I don't have that Punk yet. And it has a really nice attire. So if I see that Punk on sale, maybe for like 15 bucks, maybe I'll pick it up. But you see the same image of Rock on the side. It says The Rock right there, certified authentic with the sticker. But without further ado, let's crack the Rock out of his packaging and see what this guy is all about.
Shut up, bitch!
But let's take a closer look at the Rock's accessories. You do get a really good amount. I mean, this is pretty much standard for Elites. Maybe one more interchangeable hand than usual, but still a really good amount. So for all his interchangeable hands, first up, you get the fisted interchangeable hand, so he can do his signature pose on the top rope. You get the wide open style hand, so he can do his just bring it pose. And then you also just get some regular accessory holding hands. And then lastly, you get a nice white cloth shirt that says Team Bring It right there, which is really nice. Get the Brahma Bull right there in the middle. It's not too often that we get white, shirts. So I think this is really cool that we got a nice white cloth shirt here. But let's take a closer look at The Rock himself. But taking a closer look at The Rock himself, starting off with the head sculpt. Again, this is a re-release of the WrestleMania 39 Rock. So it's going to be the same exact head sculpt. Really nice likeness to The Rock. I think this is probably my favorite flashback Rock head sculpt that we've seen. I mean, all the other ones, like the one on the Monday Night Wars and his Ultimates, are reused all the time. So it's really nice to get a different expression here. Like I said, this is a re-release of the WrestleMania 39 one. But at the same time, I believe that was the only time we saw this head sculpt. We haven't seen him in any of his Ultimates or any of his Elites since that one. So really nice to see it used again here. The torso, I think this is the same torso they used for Austin. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I don't have any flashback Rocks besides this one, so I don't know exactly, but I think this is the same one they used for the Austin Elites. I think his shoulders are a little bit bigger, though, because you'll see when I get into articulation how stiff it is, and that's definitely not normal when it comes to, this torso. So I think they did use a bigger shoulder mold, which is nice if that's the case. I think they should definitely do that with more characters, but you see one elbow pad on this side, another on this side. It's also his Brahma Bull tattoo. You get the plain black trunks with the rock and silver with the blue outline, which is really nice. And you also get the Brahma Bull on the back in silver with the blue outline. And then you just get plain black knee pads and boots. But one thing it did include is the toe pivot from the Ultimates. So that is very, very nice. But yeah, I mean, pretty standard, plain for the Rock, but really nice to have this flashback Rock. And it's probably one of the better ones, honestly. Taking a look at the Rock's articulation, his head can rotate all the way around. He can't really look up too much, but he can't look down either. His arm can go about that much, and it is very, very stiff. That's why I'm assuming this is a bigger shoulder that they use, but it can also go all the way around. You do get the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, hand can rotate and hinge. I wish they started using a different elbow pad mold because these are really stiff when it comes to the double jointed arms. So yeah, I feel like they should start using a different one, maybe a smaller one. But his ab crunch is pretty decent, better than most elites. His torso can rotate all the way around. He can kick up and do the splits, which is really nice. You do get the upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. The boot can't really rotate too much because of this mold where the calf is showing. but if you really wanted to, I think you can turn it all the way around. He is on that updated ankle articulation and toe pivot, which is really nice. So the Rock looks awesome, and he poses really nice, so you can't really ask for much more out of a flashback Rock Elite. For figure comparisons, here he is up next to his Elite Series 115 figure and his Ultimate Edition Series 25. For some more comparisons with The Rock, here he is up next to his Street Fighter figure and his WrestleMania 40 figure. For some other comparisons to The Rock, here he is up next to the Monday Night Wars Ultimate Edition Stone Cold. And then here he is with the NWO Hulk Hogan from the Hulk Hogan 3-pack. Lastly, we got a bunch of guys here. So from left to right, we have the Greatest Hits Ultimate Edition The Undertaker, the Older Legends Triple H Elite, the Elite Series 91 RVD, and then the Legends Kurt Angle Elite. But that is going to do it for this video on the Elite Greatest Hits Collector's Edition, The Rock. Overall, I think this is a really good flashback Rock Elite. The head sculpt is top notch. I really do like the cloth shirt, and the attire is really good. He also poses amazing, which you can't really ask for more out of a flashback Rock Elite. So I would highly recommend you guys pick this up if you do see it at your local Target. I believe this is a Target exclusive. Haven't seen it at Walmart, and I haven't seen it online either. So if you see it in your Target stores, I would highly recommend you pick it up. The only other flashback Rock I think I would get is if they re-release the Ultimate Edition again. I know they already re-released it twice, and I missed out on it both times. So that's probably the only other flashback Rock Elite or other flashback Rock I would pick up is if they re-release that one again. But besides that, I think I'm actually really happy with this Elite Rock. Let me know your thoughts on the figure down in the comments below. If you did enjoy, I would really appreciate it if you did like and subscribe. My goal is to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. We're getting so close to the end, and I'm only 30 subscribers away, so I would really appreciate it if you guys did like and subscribe. But that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video.
One bliss, highly favored. One bliss, highly favored.